And welcome back. The latest movie of the saga Aliens. This could be the 8th movie. Basically, it's a story of people from a mining planet. They want to escape, and they've secretly found a so-called orbiting vessel around the planet they're on, which has no sunlight. It's always dark. On board this vessel, there should be chambers of cryogenesis for the hyper sleep. It's been painted in science fiction films. People go into long journeys with spaceships, and obviously there's not like it was like it was a thing from Star Trek, spaceships, and space journeys are tedious to save energy and even supplies as well. It's a 9 light year voyage to this planet, and what they probably didn't discover, this so-called ship or whatever, inside itself there was a so-called hidden inside it a secret scientific laboratory which of aliens that experiment on it, and it would become a bioweapon, obviously. And I discover a nasty surprise. There's that horrible aliens with acid blood and stainless steel teeth. It bites you. His guts for garters, basically. And for the rest of the movie, it's just a whole series of various other films of the saga mixed together. But the first one, second one, and third mainly. And obviously Ridley Scott did not like this because it's not a full production of his. You would imagine Aliens Romulus would be a continuation of Covenant, Alien Covenant. That android substituting embryos of these creatures instead of humans, and that was the last scene of that film there. It's a bit of a surprise. Most of it's changed, and practically it's not that exciting as it would have been the other sagas we had known to see throughout the years since 1979. There's no more that actress, Signora Weaver. Well, she's getting on with age as well. This is a reboot. Probably this is a whole series of new films of aliens. They start from the beginning because there's the android which you would have found in the first film of 1979. He was there, and amazingly he was found on board that ship because mostly the connections between the various events and the time lap doesn't coincide. That was pretty bad, it was. And probably when Ripley had to destroy the cargo ship Nostromo's, obviously there was the other bloody alien there waiting for her, and she managed to kick that arsehole out and fried him with the rocket boosters. And it goes from there, bit of it. There's a mixture of the the other episodes I said. As for the storyline, it does not make much sense. As rest of typical of alien films, you actually have a hybrid alien between across a human and an alien in itself, which appears, which is similar of the other two aliens of the past film, really. I don't. It's not that good. It's not your classical Aliens film. I would imagine it would be a continuation of the other two films, which Ridley Scott would have done it. Well, he's still inside it, but most of the so-called production regarding the film itself, he didn't have much control. It's probably the fact it turned out to be a little bit shit. What can you say? If you were going to see it for yourself and judge for yourself this film. Alien Romulus.